Hi, it's Kare. Welcome to Kare's Heart and my art. I wanted to share with you a few things that have happened. Um, gosh, so I've been busy this week. not extremely successful, but busy. I've been painting, and we had to paint. This week it was interesting because I'm almost at the end of this now, of the first section of the Milan Art Institute Mastery Program. And we had to do a picture of who we would be if we were an animal. And I painted a dragonfly. And this one here, and I guess you can see it good enough. It's a reflection. And, you know, dragonflies are kind of magical creatures. I really have always loved them. And I'll tell you an interesting story. When I was, oh gosh, my kids were really little, we were at Disney World in one of the camping cabins. And I was meditating out in kind of the wilderness. And I got some information, a download of information. And I asked for physical confirmation, which is something I rarely do. So I asked for physical confirmation. When I opened my eyes, there was a dragonfly sitting on my right knee. And I looked at it, and it came up, flew around me, and went away. And I went back into meditation. I got some other information. I asked for physical confirmation again. And when I opened my eyes, there was a dragonfly sitting on both of my knees. Yeah. And they circled me. And I mean, I heard them talking. And then they went off side by side and flew back towards my cabin. So I went back. And I was like stunned. But we went into Disney, went into Epcot, and my husband disappeared in China. And when he came back, he had this little box in his hand, and it was a ring box. Ooh, I should have brought it and shown it to you. And it was a jade ring that had a cloisonne dragonfly on either side, turquoise dragonfly. So it was like, whoa. So I get it, you know, but dragonflies have always been my sign. So when they said, paint your animal, I'm not exactly an animal, but that's who I would be if I were something besides human. And it came out pretty good. It was a little tricky to do the water and the water. It was tricky, but it was okay. The next thing we had to do was a self-portrait. Oh, geez. I may be real good at animals, but I'm not great at portraits. And so I did one the other day, and it's behind me. So this one does not look like me at all. I kept messing with the eyes, and it was like, oh, this is not good. So then I did this one today, and this is better. It's better. And it's got the same necklace on, too. But now what I have to do is figure out what to do with that other head. You know, I thought I could just rework it, but I couldn't. So I just did another one, and it's close, but not the best thing I could imagine. But now I'm going to ask you guys, what should I do? What should I put on the other side over that head? I'm going to put color in the background. I don't know what color. But I was thinking I could put flowers. I could put animal. I could just totally cover it up, what would you suggest? Because I'm not leaving it there. It's just not good. So that's what I've done this week. And I don't even know what's next. I usually, go a couple pages ahead and see what's, what am I supposed to do next? And I'm getting really close to the end. So anyway, but what do I do on this one? Help me. So I want to tell you something else, because I've told you about the iHercules spray that I use that has made me healthier and younger. And I mean, I don't do supplements or anything like that anymore. This is just food from God's garden. Well, we were out to dinner Sunday night, and Joshua and his wife and his 3 kids were there, and the baby is going to be a year old in a couple weeks. And she was sitting in a high chair, and the waitress sat a cup of coffee down right in front of her. And before anybody even saw it, the baby grabbed it, because she grabs everything, and picked it up and poured steaming hot coffee all down her. Oh my God, the scream, it was a blood-curdling scream. Luckily, I had some of the iRevive cream in my purse, which was created by the science team for third-degree burns. And within 30 seconds, I had it. She had poured it all down her belly and down her legs. And I had the cream on her in 30 seconds. And we rushed home. We were at a restaurant just right down the street from our house. By the time we got home, she had quit crying. You know how horrible burns are. She had quit crying, and it was her entire leg was just like bright red. And we thought, oh my God, this is going to bubble up, and it's going to be a mess. By the time we got home, it wasn't as red. And she didn't cry anymore. It had taken the pain away. And that night she slept just fine. You can touch it, it doesn't even hurt. I mean, oh, thank God I had that. Because I know what burns do. I've burned myself before, and I have walked around with ice cubes and, or my hand in ice water for hours and hours. And this was just a matter of minutes, and that pain was gone. Amazing stuff. So one of the things I wanted to do today is I want to read to you one of my mandalas again. And I picked a new one. And this one is called Insight and DNA Activation. And let me show you what it looks like. So this is for the third eye, to open the third eye. And this mandala resonates with the third eye chakra. The color indigo, the note A, and the qualities of intuition, insight, imagination, discernment, perception, realization, and mental clarity. You want some more of that? This is what was channeled. May this mandala, let me see if I can do it this way. May this mandala resonate in your amethyst crystal cave of insight and intuition. May your third eye corridor that leads to heightened awareness and be activated with ancient remembering. This sacred seal is the key to opening the portal to dimensions not bound by time or physical space. Feel your DNA relax and unwind and release the bindings that were placed so long ago to keep us in the dark. Allow resonance with the sacred geometry of this mandala to break the seal that has been holding you back. Call on this mandala to awaken memory and to proceed to the next spiritual level. Ta-da! There it is. So, insight and DNA activation was what I thought you might need today. And I need some more insight too on finishing this painting. But I'm real excited about what's happening. I've got so many paintings. If any of these really speak to you, let me know, because I need to move these on so that I can have space to put more. I don't have wall space for anything anymore. But I'm just going to keep on painting. You know, one of the things that stopped me in the past, and this is kind of silly, but it makes sense. It was, I didn't know what I wanted to paint because nature is so beautiful. You know, it's like, how can I compete with that? Do I really want to paint something? Because it's in real life, but I want to paint things that are abstract realism. So now I'm thinking of what I want to paint. Just like I painted Jesus and the Lamb over there last week because I felt like it. But now I want to paint a gazillion things. I just don't have a lot of room for all my paintings. I've got so many now. And in the second portion of the mastery program, we have to do, probably another 50. And then we do a portfolio of new paintings, and we need 25 new paintings. So I'm going to be really busy, and I'm going to have a lot more than I don't like just sticking them in my closet. I like to hang them on your wall. So if you're interested in any of these, let me know. Or if you seriously would like me to paint an animal. I'm not offering portraits yet. But if you would like me to paint an animal that is a special furry friend of yours or your family members, let me know. Because that's something that I can do and make them look just like their owners. Or no, that's not what I meant. Just like they really are. And then I've been enjoying doing like over here, the flowers and things like that. I don't know what I'm doing next. I think I'm going to do some abstract stuff. But I'll show you next week. Because one of the reasons that I'm doing this is it keeps me, it's like every Tuesday I do this, and every Wednesday I put it out there so that it keeps me on track. And I hope you're enjoying these too. So let me know what I should do with this one. What I should do to cover up the one that doesn't look like me. So blessings, everybody. Have a wonderful week. Give me a call. My phone number and email and website are all on the back page of this. So love to talk with you. And see you again next week. Bye now. Blessings.